All right, let's talk about this new ball screen defense that Bob Huggins talked about after the game. Uh, More often than not, there are main two ways that you're going to defend a ball screen. And this isn't, look, we got Emmett Matthews here, Muhammad Wagi here. You are going to open the gate, which is where the screen, guy defending the screener stays down here, opens it up, leaves some space for the ball defender to get through. Or you hedge up and slow the ball down, giving your guy enough time to come back and get his man. Instead, West Virginia head coach Bob Huggins said that they went with a double and rotate. This was something that I talked about after the game. I used the term scramble drill and talked about how great West Virginia was at scrambling. And you come to the scramble point because there is a double up top, and then you're going to end up with one, two, three, four offensive players against one, two, three defensive players. You're always going to end up with a 4-on-3 or a 3-on-2. So you need to scramble to cover guys, scramble to cover passing lanes, and you're going to leave some guys open. In this instance, this play, obviously can't show you the clip from ESPN. I'm going to make a GIF about it. You can see it if you are reading this on the website in the article below. Um, this play occurred about 13:40 in the first half, and West Virginia is leading by 4. The TCU ball handler comes up, gets a screen here, and West Virginia has already won this possession because of Muhammad Wagi, who steps up and rides the ball screener all the way out here, forces him way up here. That allows for an easy over the top of the screen for Emmett Matthews because of all that space, he's all the way back here. And now you got a 6'7" wing with a great wingspan, putting his arms and legs out. You got a 6'11" big man with his arms and legs sitting out. At the same exact time, Keedy Johnson is filling this passing lane. Eric Stevenson has come over here to fill this space because, let me switch back to purple. At the same time, after this screen here, this guy's rolling to the basket. So Eric Stevenson has kind of come to the middle to take away the big man here, and Trey Mitchell's in this passing lane so he can get back to this guy or help out here. And when you do this, when you have mismatched numbers, when you double and trap like this, you leave the guy furthest away, which would be here, more open. You want to take away that first pass or the second pass, and you can, those guys that are 2 or 3 passes, I would argue this guy is 3 passes. I mean, the ball is all the way up here, and it's got to get all the way over here. So it's not getting there unless it's getting picked off, as you'll see in a minute. So Eric Stevenson's here, Keedy Johnson here, Trey Mitchell there. Again, because the ball is all the way out here, he's panicking. He's panicking a little bit, looks a little bit around. Keedy jumps his passing lane. Eric Stevenson's got right here, keeps the roller from getting the ball, and then he tries to make a pass right here. It's picked off by Keedy Johnson, and up he goes for a layup. Again, pretty much perfect from West Virginia on that one possession. They were very good throughout the game, and I can already hear you asking, Chris, if they're so good at it and this defense works so well, why aren't they running it all the time? Well, it's not a perfect defense. There is no perfect defense. There are always ways to exploit different types of defenses. In this instance, TCU didn't really have the personnel, and I guess they were kind of surprised that West Virginia came out in this entirely new way of attacking ball screens. So West Virginia's going to have to watch out. They're going to have to make some tweaks. It's not going to be as successful probably throughout the year because a team with a better point guard, first off, is not going to go out here. Like that's just terrible. Again, Wagi did an excellent job kind of forcing him out there, but the ball handler has to be able to come here. Because in that play that I talked about, the roller was kind of open. Eric Stevenson got behind him, but again, he's probably 6 inches shorter than him and outweighed by about 50 pounds. So it's basically open. He's posting right by the basket. But he can't get in the ball because it was up here. If instead he's right here, that's a pass, and that's a mismatch, that's a foul, that's a layup, it's an and one, any of those options. So where this gets exploited is right here, because if this guy gets the ball right here, he's got the roller option, or he's got this guy. You make this guy a shooter, and you force Trey Mitchell to kind of pick between your two which way he's going to defend. He goes in, this guy's wide open for a three. He comes out, then Eric Stevenson's got no help near the post. So again, it is a defense that has flaws. It's not perfect. TCU just didn't have the personnel or didn't have the game plan to do that, and West Virginia was excellent in the trapping and the scrambling, and that's why they had so much success in upsetting number 14 TCU.